Feminism is definitely a hot topic that's talked about here on YouTube. So I want to give my views, my opinion about this topic. When I hear the word feminism, it's definitely a very bold statement because there's different variations of it. You have libertarian feminism, French feminism, ecofeminism, liberal feminism. So what I want to focus on is more so on black feminism. As of right now, in the year 2009 going to 2010, not talking about the past, but more so of the present state and the future state of this feminist movement. Black feminism is only a joke if you have black women who believe in this movement and don't really know the history or the purpose of it. You do have women who believe feminism is not about equality, but more so about depowering men while empowering women. You think I'm gonna be a housewife and wait on you hand and foot and keep your house clean, cooking you dinner, yada 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 yada. It's a trip when you have women who talk that nonsense to a man who look at their women as their equal, as their mate, as their lover and friend. Talk that bullshit to a man you're involved with that has that sexist mentality. I'm not the one that's gonna get involved with a woman who want me to meet her needs and her desires, but she doesn't want to reciprocate. It's not gonna work like that. Feminism is about equality and empowering women. But as far as black feminism goes, there seems to be misguided information that is propagated to the black women, especially younger black women. When I hear about feminism from some of the women on here, I keep hearing them use it in past tense. Look, with this feminist movement, what are you trying to get accomplished as of right now and in the future? I don't care too much for what has happened in the past because it's different from this modern day and age. Are you saying that if you ever get married, you don't want to have kids, or if you do want kids, you don't want to stay home and care for them or nurture them? Rather, you want someone else to raise them because you want to get your career going? Some of these women believe that being a housewife means you're inferior, and you may have men in your life that make you feel that way, but we don't purposely try to do that. If we do make you feel that way, say something. Men, we love to provide, we love to take care of and protect our women. It's in us. We want to be your knight in shining armor. You have women who don't understand the concept of having a man protecting her, supporting her, providing for her. I mean, ladies, if you don't want that, then why are you in a relationship? But anyway, those are the traits that men embody. We don't tell you to be a housewife because we don't want you to have a career to where you start making more money than us. In my opinion, a career oriented woman doesn't understand why their man will want them to put their family first. Women, you're more nurturing, you're more caring, you're more emotional than men are. And men, we feel that our children need that. And they can't get that if the woman is not there majority of the time, if she put her career first. You have men who were raised by their parents or guardians who taught them, or they may have observed themselves, that the man is the protector, he's the provider. And when it comes to women, we try to be that. But unfortunately, like I said, you have women who don't understand that. They have this mentality that we don't want them to be better than us in any way, shape, or form. And it's not like that. I'm also hearing this as well, is that some of them have a problem with cooking for their man. Now, let me stop right here, all right? You do have men who have this sexist mentality. They believe a woman's place is in the kitchen. But my question to the women is, why are you with a man that believes that? If you have a problem with his way of thinking, why are you with him? And if you can't get him to see otherwise, you got two choices. You either leave him or you need to get with the program. But back to the cooking ordeal. If you have a man that loves you and looks at you as his equal, why do you have a problem with fulfilling his wants and needs? Why do you feel like cooking for him is a sign of you being a slave? When women are looking for men, majority of the time, what is one of the main qualities that they want in a man? He got to have a good job. He got to have money. When men are looking for women, majority of the time, what is one of the one main qualities that they look for in a woman? She got to be able to cook. When I come home from a hard day's work, I would love to see food on the table. So, ladies, why is it okay to have a man that meets your requirements, but you don't want to meet the requirements of a man? Do you feel that you're not being appreciated when he comes home and he sees that you cook? Is that why you feel like you're slaving for him? I mean, if that's the case, do you tell him that you appreciate him for working and keeping a roof over your head, for having water, gas, and heat, and providing food for not only for him but for you and your children if you have any? I mean, he has every right to feel like a slave as well. So don't complain about being inferior because you're cooking for him. He doesn't bring food home just for you to cook for him. He's bringing it home for you and for him and for his children, if y'all have them. So, women kill me when they talk about men are selfish. Get the fuck out of here with that. And as far as for working so hard, which is what you ask for the man to do, is that he work. The least you can do is be supportive and meet his wants and desires by cooking for him. Just as he's meeting your wants and desires. And some of these women, they've gotten the wrong assumption about the majority of men. They believe that men just want a housewife, someone to wait on us hand and foot. Granted, you have men that are like that, just like you have women who don't do shit and have their man work every day. Let's not act like that don't happen. But no, men really want a wife who love us, support us, care for us. Really, you women are the ones that choose to be either a career wife or a housewife. But if we happen to have a child together, then yeah, we would like for you to stay home and take care of our child, but it is your choice whether we approve of it or not. But me personally, I wouldn't want my child to have more of a bond with someone else and not with their own mother. I mean, is that what you want? And I know you're gonna have some women who talking about some. Well, if that's the case, why don't you stay home and take care of the child if you don't want no one else to? Well, let's see. Weren't you the one that said you want a man with a good job and a good career? I'm fulfilling my obligation. I mean, that's what you said you wanted. Did we talk about if we ever had a child, I was going to stop working and stay home, and you were going to go out and work? No, we didn't have that conversation. We never talked about whose job it was to maintain the physical wellness of the family and who's supposed to maintain the mental, spiritual wellness of the family. We're just going by basic instincts. The man provides, he protects, the woman nurtures and cares for. But also, men, we assume as well. We think just cause she had our baby, she's gonna be a stay-at-home wife. You expect her to stay at home after she had the baby. Shit, you thought wrong. You have to expect the unexpected if you get involved with a woman that puts her career first before anything else. In conclusion, do I believe that feminism is a joke? To some extent. Fellas, you would think that after she had our baby or babies, she would want to be a stay at home mother and take care of our child. Well, I guess we thought wrong, huh? Fellas, you would think that after we cut the grass, trim the hedges, wash the cars, keep the outside of the house clean, she would want to do her part and keep the inside of the house clean. Well, I guess we thought wrong, huh? Fellas, you would think that women wouldn't have a problem with cooking not only for their man, but for themselves and our children, even when we're fulfilling their needs when they say they want a man with a good job, and we in turn say we want a woman that can cook. I guess we thought wrong, huh? Fellas, you would think that women wouldn't believe that we look at them as being inferior because they're at home raising our kids, and in turn, they would thank their man for providing a roof over their heads and our child, to keep the water, gas, and electricity on, to put gas in their car and put money in their pockets so they can go and treat themselves at times, and to also get the things to keep the house clean so she can bear to live in it and to raise our child in a safe, clean environment. To go out and buy food when we provide them money to not only feed us but to feed themselves and our children as well. I guess we thought wrong, huh? You would think that they believe we look at them as an equal and not as a slave to us when we fulfill our duties as men and meet their expectations in what they want in a man, and they in turn will want to meet our expectations in what we want in a woman. I guess we thought wrong, huh? Fellas, you would think that women believe the reason men look at feminism as a joke is because we see our women more than what they claim we see them as. And we make sacrifices for them and provide for them when they're at home. We also try our best to make them happy when it seemed to be impossible to perform such a task. It seems they wouldn't have a problem with making us happy or fulfill our needs and desires when we're doing our best to fulfill theirs. You would think that, right? I guess we thought wrong, huh?